Hey guys, welcome back to Kentucky Route Zero. Let's get right into it. Let's see. I had just left the bait and tackle shop, and I was about to go find Shannon. Uh, Up north a ways, right where Peonia and Wax Road meet. It's a big bait and tackle shop. So she went to a mine, which I don't currently have directions to. So we might have to find something else to do. I guess I can mindlessly drive around for a minute. I can't go to the end of those roads because I am trying to get that TV fixed for that ghost I met. Because this is how I spend my time. The diner doesn't appear to have a name. A vinyl banner slung above the door simply reads 24 hours. It only has one window, behind which the blinds are tightly closed. Let's see if we can go inside. Conway tries the door. The door swings open easily. A bell rings nearby. The interior of the diner is pitch black. Okay, diner ghosts. Walk right on in. Conway enters the diner and closes the door behind him. Someone shines a flashlight in Conway's eyes. The light is almost immediately blinded, but in the instant it switches on, he can make out a few figures inside. Two old men in trucker hats sit in a corner booth, with a checkers board set on the table between them. A young woman standing behind the counter in an apron must be a waitress. The cook stares blankly from the kitchen. The door slams shut and the room is dark again. Conway walks in the direction of the counter. He hits his knee on something hard and metallic, winces quietly, and then carefully finds his way to a stool. He places his hand on the counter. Another hand, a young woman, rests herself on his. She guides his fingers to a laminated menu. Conway closes his eyes, opens them, maybe closes them again. It's impossible to differentiate. It's getting late, better get some coffee. A cup of coffee would do it. Black, oily even. Hot, familiar diner coffee. Conway runs his hand down the menu. The surface is uniformly flat and slick with condensation. He feels a warm hand against his cheek and freezes. Her fingers run across the stubble of his chin. He feels like apologizing. She leans forward, and so does he. Oh, I'm just driving? Okay. Did I did I just make out with the diner ghost? Well, oh wait, what was that? What was that? Buffalo Creek Wreck. The office of the Buffalo Creek Rural Electric Corporate The Buffalo Creek Rural Electric Cooperative Corporation is almost invisible from the road. Its parking lot overgrown with weeds and its facade sheltered by ivy. I mean, I've just been walking in so far. Conway enters the front door. The floor is loosely covered in dirt. Parts of the carpet have rotted with exposure to rain. Wild mushrooms grow in some corners of the room. The wall behind the front desk has been mostly rotted away. It looks fragile. I mean, sure. Conway pushes through the moldy back wall. Conway finds himself in what may have once been a conference room. The floor has fallen away in places and filled with a dark green mire. The walls of the conference room are decayed and damaged. I'm just gonna juggernaut my way through this building. Conway pushes through the wall. The drywall dissolves as Conway pushes through it, falling in damp clumps in the marsh. He breaks through the long hallway. The glow of a bioluminescent fungus casts a faint blush on the walls. Conway has the feeling he has interrupted something. After a moment of silence, the frog chorus resumes. Maybe there was some indication about where that mine was that I missed the first time. I have been curious about these tanks. Let's go ahead and we'll just figure it out. Let's see. Conway reaches into the first tank. Conway's hand brushes against something roughly the size of his palm. I mean, can't be worse than getting electrocuted. Conway reaches deeper into the tank. Conway's hand comes into contact with a scaly, uneven surface. As he runs his fingers along the bottom, a bead of sweat bridges the inches from his temple to the water's surface. Something bites at his forearm. He recoils. Oh, he legit got bit that time. Do I reach in again? Sorry, Conway. Deeper again? Ah, okay, it's just gonna be the same thing. What's in the second tank? Conway's fingers slip through something fleshy but inert. The sensation is nauseating. Blech. Reach deeper. As his elbow passes into the pinkish mass, he realizes he's about to be sick from the smell and pulls away. What's in the tank? What's in the tank? Okay. Still no indication about where the mine is. I'll drive around a little bit more, but if I can't find it, I guess I'll just head to Route 0. Okay. We found the on-ramp. I hope I can still fix that lady's TV. Hey, Homer. I missed you. Conway brushes some dirt off Homer's hat. Take it easy, Homer. What a good boy. Delicious. Elkhorn Mine. Oh, I found the mine. I wasn't even registering that. Shannon speaks into the large brick cell phone held up to her ear. Oh, I'm Shannon. Okay. She seems like she's got her everything in order. No, it's fine. I'll figure it out. Phone. But can I trust him not to just change the locks? Yes, and I appreciate that, but... Oh, a lover. Okay, I'll talk to you tomorrow. Love you. Boop. Well, well, well. Our protagonists meet. And Homer's there. Excuse me, man. I saw the light was on and I'm looking for the on-ramp too. Do you believe in ghosts? Well, let's see. I do believe a place can be haunted, if that's what you mean. What about a person? Can a person be haunted? Sure, I guess a person could. Sometimes I feel haunted myself. Me too. Oh yeah? Did, uh, is that what led you down here? I don't want to talk about it anymore. Okay. You seem like you've got a lot on your mind. I didn't mean to bother you. It's just... Here's what it is. I drive deliveries for a shop called Lizette's Antiques, and I'm out trying to finish this job. You're making a delivery into the mine? Oh, no. I have a delivery for 5 Dogwood Drive, and I can't remember ever seeing that address before. Now I heard I need to take a highway called the Zero. So I met this young lady, name of Weaver Marquez, and she sent me this way, and so here I am. Uncommon kind of place for an on-ramp, but that's what it's been like so far anyway with... What? Weaver Marquez. Do you know her? So you saw her. Tonight. I know Weaver. She was... She's my cousin. I'm Shannon Marquez. Oh, you're the one who fixes televisions. That's right. Did she tell you that too? Of course she did. Weaver doesn't lie. One time when we were younger, she told me my dad had been in a terrible car wreck. There was crushed metal everywhere, and we'd been hearing it echo through the house for years, she said. I was very upset, crying, and then my dad walked in the door, just come back from a trip to the junkyard collecting scrap metal to fashion into wind chimes. I was angry, but she said it wasn't a joke, and it wasn't a lie. At the time, I thought it meant she was a riddle or a puzzle. But Weaver's not a puzzle. She's a mystery. So, maybe the Zero is down here somewhere? Maybe it is. Well, I don't mind the company. I've got business down here myself. I talked to Weaver earlier this evening, too. Or, anyway, she talked to me. It's hard to tell if she's listening sometimes. Weaver told me I had come down here to the old Elkhorn mine. She said I'd find something I've been looking for. Where did you see Weaver? At my workshop. She just appeared. I hadn't seen her since a long time. It's not such a bad thing, you showing up now. All told, I'd rather not go down there alone. Your dog should stay up here, though. It's no place for a dog. This is an old mine. It runs pretty deep and tangled. If we're going to go down into it, find your on-ramp, and whatever else, we've got to keep our bearings. I don't want to get turned around. She's looking out for Homer's best interests. I can respect that. I've got some gear here to measure conductivity, frequency response, stuff like that. Maybe we can find a way to put the signal out ahead, do some analysis and figure out what kind of topology we're up against. Topology. Okay. Topology. That's the science of continuous space, my friend. The way this twisty maze of passages fits together. This bitch just condescended to me. Oh wait, Homer. You gotta stay here, bud. Or follow, I guess. That runs into the mine's PA system. Do you think it still works? Only one way to find out. Alright, give it a whirl. Is anybody down there? Nothing. No. There's no power. Yeah, okay. Even when this old mine was up and running, it was tricky to keep stuff powered. You know, the miners used to have to pay just to run the fans and lights. Yeah, they got paid in these shitty plastic tokens. Coal script, you know? And if you want to run the fans for a bit to clear the air up, well, you'd have to put a token in. My parents used to work here. So did Weaver's parents. I guess a lot of folks' parents worked here. Can we power it up? I bet we just have to free up some power for the PA system. Everything is rationed. Here, set up that lamp of yours, and I'll go unplug these ceiling lights. This sounds like me. Conway tries to think of something clever to say. I heard the speakers back there crackle a bit. It's on now, right? Try saying something into the mouthpiece. Well, okay, I hear you. We need to measure the echo delay and figure out how deep the tunnels run. Just make some noises into the mouthpiece. Damn, it's a long delay. These tunnels run deep. I bet some of them have ruptured or joined up with a cave system. Alright, I set up my spectrum analyzer, so just say something into the mouthpiece and we can get a sense for how narrow the mine tunnels are. Don't be shy, just say anything that comes into your head. Tell me a story about something. Or, what did you have for breakfast today? I did used to work doing roof repair. Briefly. That scared me. Here's a story. I used to work doing roof repair. My boss got a real big job out in Louisville. It seemed like a big project, but doable. But I was too hungover and we ran late. Got it. Looks like the tunnels are pretty cramped. Yeah, low ceilings. Hope you're ready to stoop a bit. You're probably used to it. One more test. We just need to know if the air is breathable, or if it's too thin or too dense. Just sit real close to the mouthpiece and breathe. I'll measure the resonance of your breath with the air in the tunnels. Just try and relax. Try to breathe normally. I don't think I've ever breathed normally after being told to breathe normally. Conway breathes and thinks about the road. He breathes and remembers a moment earlier in the day. Getting some pretty strong readings here. I think we're in good shape, but keep at it for a minute. He visualizes a cold drink. Conway breathes and relaxes as a peal of feedback and loose rock engulfs him. Conway, buddy? Jesus, are you alright? What the hell? Oh. My leg is stuck. Shit. Okay, I'm gonna pull you out. We have to get you out of here. There you go. Okay. Are you hurt? Can you put any weight on that leg? It's fine. Just try and stand up. Careful, I'm right here. Damn. Don't worry, I've got you. That leg is in bad shape. Here, let's get you onto the tram. There you go. Now, let's see if this thing has power. Well, okay. There's some luck, right? We should be able to ride this tram right on out of the auxiliary exits, if there are any. I think there are. I can walk. No way! You need to stay off that leg, or you'll just do more damage. We'll just try and find the exit, and then figure out what to do from there. That's our first priority. So, the controls are over on your side. Let's get moving. That's what you get for trying to breathe naturally, Conway. This is kind of cool. Oh, here we are. This may be hard to believe. It's hard for me to believe myself. But this whole branch was underwater last I heard. Is it safe? I guess so. It looks like they finally drained it. Or maybe it just drained off on its own. The water came in pretty fast, and lots of folks got trapped in the tunnels. I only heard parts of how it went from there. Sanitized for the bereaved. You know how these big companies are. But there was gossip, too. The trapped miners couldn't get the pumps going because the power was rationed, so they shut all the lights off. But even then it wasn't enough. So, I guess it was dark when they... You lost some people down here, didn't you? We all lost people down here. Well, not all of us, but most of us. It doesn't matter now. Look, this old turntable is still wired up. The controls are dead, but I can use my signal generator to switch tracks, if the water hasn't damaged it too much. Or we can just keep heading down this tunnel. All this junk hanging up around the turntable is from the company store. Just junk, you know? The miners would buy it and use it to decorate the place, or as landmarks, I guess. Hard to know which way is down here. It's also dim and gray. Shannon connects two clip leads from her signal generator to the turntable's electrical panel. We're on the track between the animal bones and the rowboat. So. The pendulum in the casket. The bat feeder and the scarecrow. Let's do the pendulum in the casket. Ooh. 3 dimensions. A dusty reel-to-reel tape player is stashed beneath the track, loaded with tape but starved for power. Oh, I didn't know those were still down here. What? what? What was that? Look, there's a tape player down there, one of those old reel-to-reel setups. When this mine was active, a couple of folk music archivists spent time here recording the miners' songs. Really academic ivory tower types. None of the miners really talked to them much. So they stayed at the margins, observed, took notes, and then sometimes they'd get someone on a lunch break to sing into their microphone. Then I guess the power company got some kind of interest in the project and gave the archivists some coal script tokens to pay the miners with for their songs. That was terrifying. Did your did your parents sing? Oh, yeah, they sang. They sang in the mine for skull script tokens. Nothing else to do down here. I don't ever want to hear that again. This is like a good blend of not necessarily horror, but it's just kind of spooky. Good spooky content. Bat feeder and the scarecrow this time. The tracks are all messed up here. This tram isn't going to go any further. I wonder what's down that tunnel. Okay. I had to try it. That wasn't so bad. Oh, wait. Can I keep going the other way now? Did I miss? Let's see if there's anything down that way. Do you hear that? Kind of a muffled rumbling? Maybe we're near water? Could be. There was an underground lake around here years ago. I guess that's why they stopped digging so abruptly around here. Okay, I gotta stop that. I hate that. Now, I figure the main path is going to be the original one we were on. So I am going to see if there was anything down that or other direction in that first pass I took, and then just go ahead and continue. Mm-hmm. 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 Hope it's not another tape recorder. A stage. Damn. It's almost totally intact. I thought it would have been destroyed. What is this place? It's a recording studio, basically. Kind of thrown together, but this is where the archivists would record. And I guess then they'd sequester themselves down by that tape deck we found to listen to the recorded songs. What do you think the archivists were after? Data, I guess? Comparing intonation, subject matter, diction, you know, all those little details that no one really thinks about when they listen to music. Yeah, academics are great at that stuff. Let's get out of here. Okay. Can I? Nope. No. Well, it's still got the flashy thing. That's not so bad, right? We're just gonna leave that on. Um, Animal Bones in the Rowboat. Right back to the OG. Shannon seems cool. I hope she's not dead. See, easy as cake. Found the exit. Thank God. Okay, let's go. Yeah, okay, I just... That tunnel, but the tracks are broken. I'd like to take a look down there. If you wait for me here, I'll just go take another look around. Sure, okay. I'll be right here. Oh, good. Now I'm alone in the tunnel. Helmets? Hey, Homer. That would have been all the helmets from the miners who died, I imagine. But why would they all be stacked up there like that? The cramped shack is lined with wooden shelves. Dusty stacks of tape reels and notebooks crowd the room, but a bit of moonlight filters through a window near the ceiling. On a small desk in the middle of the room lay 3 notebooks. The red one is labeled J. Marquez, the green one is labeled R. Marquez, and the blue one is unlabeled. So this would have been Shannon's parents, probably? Conway opens the red notebook. Oh, there's Shannon. The pages are covered in disorganized notes, some written horizontally and others scribbled vertically in the margins. A few pages are lined more evenly and divided up into charts correlating seasons, lyrics, harmonies, and coal holes. Conway opens the green notebook. On each page is a delicately rendered charcoal drawing. Most are portraits of rugged faces. Near the middle of the book, there are a few drawings of a young girl in a miner's helmet. She plays along the minecart tracks, collecting pieces of wire. In one drawing, another young girl sits nearby, intently studying a book. That would be Shannon and the dead Marquez. Is that? Conway opens the blue notebook. The notebook is full of Greek letters and cryptic mathematical formulas. Near the back of the book, what first looks like it might be. Oh yeah, this place. These notebooks are labeled Marquez. Your parents are the archivists? No. Weaver's parents are the archivists. My parents were miners. How's the leg? I can walk on it, but it's painful. Oh, I've got some painkillers here that would help you out. I got them from a friend when I sprained my wrist installing the security system. You'd better let me drive, though. They're pretty strong. Yeah, maybe that's it. That's nothing like getting that painkiller addiction going strong. Don't worry. I've been driving since I was 9. I still need to find the zero. Well, it's like I told you. Weaver doesn't lie. If she sent you here to find your on-ramp, this is where you should be looking. Or maybe you just weren't listening closely enough, and that's not exactly what she said. I saw Weaver at my workshop. That's up north by Lake Nolan, right at the Wax and Bionia, in the back of the bait shop. Pretty Gramliffs, right? These are the times we live in. She's either up there or back at the farmhouse. Whichever you want to head to first, just let me know. Oh, Homer. I didn't see any ghosts that time, Homer, but it was sure creepy in there. Lizette's Antiques. I guess this is your truck? This is my truck. Homer, you would not believe the shit I just went through. Homer, Shannon. Nice to meet you, Homer. Dried banana slices. Give the dog some food. Take care of your friend here. And there's more where that came from. You're alright, Shannon. Okay. Well, that'll do it for part 3. Come on back for part 4 and we'll see where this all goes.